What's up guys, it's Jake with TN Tac Pack coming at you with a special video. Today we are talking about the top 5 budget-friendly firearms that you really need to try. So we've had a lot of opportunities to fire several different types of handguns and rifles and shotguns and things of that nature. Now honestly, whenever looking at firearms, I try to find something that you get the most bang for your buck. A lot of times when you're on a tight budget, you really have to focus on value that you get. These 5 particular firearms are ones I specifically picked out that give you a lot of features, a lot of value, and a lot of quality without a huge market price. I've tried to put a little bit of something for everyone on this list. So if you're into competition, or if you're into home defense, or if you're looking to just try something new, you may find something in this list that really appeals to you. Now we do have videos on each of these particular firearms, except for one that's coming. It's one that we've been working on for a while. So if you see something you like, I will put links in the description of our other videos if you want to see the actual full review. So starting with number 5 is going to be the Black Aces Tactical Semi-Auto Bullpup Shotgun. I know a lot of people have had issues with particular Black Aces Tactical shotguns, but the Semi-Auto Bullpup Shotgun that we actually reviewed was freaking incredible. We went through it and we tried several different types of shotgun shells. When reviewing that shotgun, we got all kinds of different types of ammunition to try out. We got birdshot, we got double-aught buckshot, different types of slugs, and a bunch from different companies, because we really wanted to see what it was capable of. Now the consensus was initially that it really preferred high brass. So your double-aught buck, your slug, stuff like that ran really well. Over time, the shotgun actually kind of got broken in a little bit more. It got a little bit more wear to it, so that eventually it started taking other types of light loads, other types of bird shots a little bit more efficiently, and we saw that there were less failures. We've cleaned the shotgun twice since doing that initial review, and we've probably put, honestly, at this point, it's getting close to a year, we've probably put about 1,000 rounds close to it at this point of just different types of things, just going out to the range and having fun. One thing I would really emphasize about this shotgun is it's definitely made for close quarters, kind of like self-defense situations. You've got that very short barrel, but it's still long enough to meet the NFA requirements. And it allows you to just take corners and stuff a lot more efficiently, and it gives you just a more compact package. Now, one big trade-off with bullpups is that the trigger mechanism is a lot stiffer. It's definitely got a lot more weight behind the trigger pull than what we would get with a standard shotgun. They get a lot of crap because a lot of their stuff is imported from Turkey. It's considered to be really cheap and really bad quality. Just from my experience, I've not had that issue with this shotgun. I've not had any problems. Now, I've not really tried to do a bunch of modification. So if you're looking at trying to modify a shotgun like this, I can't really give you any experience on that, on whether or not it's a pain in the butt or if it's something that's worth your while. So keep that in mind. The best part about that shotgun is it comes in at roughly about $400 for the one that we got, but sometimes you can find it for $300 or $350 if you look around and wait for a good deal.
Objective achieved. Damn good for tree stump annihilation. I could pay a guy $125 an hour with a skid steer loader or shotgun.
Coming in number 4 is the Palmetto State Armory 5.7 Rock. Chambered in 5.7 by 28, this is a nice little handgun that we just got recently. It's been an awesome pistol to shoot. It just came out recently, and I know there's still a lot of reviews coming out now for it, so it's still fairly new to the market. Coming in at $500, this is the cheapest 5.7 by 28 handgun you can currently get on the market. While it does come at a lower price, it doesn't really feel like they really cut any corners on the actual production of the handgun. On our initial testing, we did have an issue with one of the magazines where the actual base plate of the magazine did actually pop out. We quickly were able to rectify that with Palmetto State Armory. They sent us out a new mag, we shipped them the old one, and they explained that it was just a defective base plate, which sure enough, after inspection, that was correct. And it was more of just a fluke issue that they haven't really seen widespread amongst other users. Other than that, we've really not had any issue. So far, everything's been running really, really smooth. Why would you want something like this? I mean, the ammo is expensive. I mean, you're gonna pay 80 cents to $1 a round, so why would you want one of these? The truth is, it is a phenomenal, accurate, and precise handgun round. It shoots very flat with a little bit more recoil than a 22, but just a lot of the stopping power of a 9mm, and it shoots very fast. A lot of people like to call it just like getting sprayed by hornets or bees, you know, because they're really fast, really lightweight, and they sting, and they're just ridiculous.
It does stay on nicely. I do like this.
You'll notice that you can't even hear it when we're shooting steel, really, because it clicks a lot quicker, you know, from the pull of the trigger to the actual hitting of the steel. It happens a lot faster than like a typical handgun cartridge like 9 or 40 or 45. With that being said, with the round being so expensive, I can see why some people may not be interested in picking up one of these. The overall feel of shooting this particular handgun, it is awesome. And at $500, if you're looking at trying a 5.7 by 28, this is not a bad place to start.
Barely any kick at all. I like it. I like it too. Quite a bit.
Number 3 is going to be the Brigade Arms BM9. Now currently we do not have a video on this one, but we are working on a review for it. It's been about, honestly, a year in the works now working on this. It's probably one of the best quality AR9s that you can get right now in the market, in my opinion. They do offer different AR9 in different configurations and different barrel lengths. I chose to go with one that was about 8 or 8.5 inch barrel. As far as the quality and feel of the parts, everything just fits really well with it. The upper and lower sit very nicely. There's no wobble or anything like that. And being an AR9, it does take all your standard AR-15 parts, so triggers, buffer tubes. Bolt carrier group's a little different. If you're familiar with AR-9s, the bolt carrier group obviously is not going to be the same as an AR-15 that shoots 223, 5.56. It just really runs well. Now, one thing I do like about it is they use a heavier buffer that helps mitigate a lot of that recoil. In addition, they do put like a faux suppressor on the front of it, which actually doesn't really serve any purpose, but you can actually take that off and put on a suppressor or a muzzle brake or anything, a flash hider that you want to use. One major con I would have to say about it is that it was a complete bitch to get that fake suppressor off. We actually got like a pipe wrench, gripped it around it, we dented and damaged the actual finish on it, torqued it with all of our might, and we eventually got it to come off. Hate that we damaged the fake suppressor, but I mean, it's kind of a fake suppressor anyway, so it wasn't really doing anything for us except looking cool. So you get +5 cool factor for the fake suppressor, but -10 for function and utility. I now have my Obsidian 45 suppressor on there, and it has been awesome. Obviously, it being chambered in 9mm, you can put 9mm suppressor on there. I still have mine in jail and wait for it to come out, so this is what we have, and this is what we put on it for now. They do have like a patent pending sort of key mod, sort of M-lock rail system. It's supposed to be able to take either of those. For those of you that are curious, it looks like it's key mod, but it does take M-lock as well. Overall, very good firearm. I think we paid about $550 or $570 for ours. Very budget friendly. If you're looking to get an AR-9 that's decent quality, I feel like the value of this one is definitely a good starting point to start your journey on that. Number 2 is something that came out of SHOT Show 2022, was released a little bit later, is the Canik Rival. So if you're looking at getting into competition shooting, this is without a doubt probably the best place to start. Canik Rival comes with a lot of different items right out of the box. The thing I like about the Canik Rival is it is made for competition shooters. It comes with a lot of different things right out of the box. You get about 4 or 5 different base plates, depending on if you get the regular one or the dark side version. You get different panels to put on the back of the grip, so if you have bigger or smaller hands, you can adjust that as you need to. The trigger, in my opinion, is one of the best triggers you can come around. It feels very light, roughly about 3 to 3.5 pounds pull. And once you actually pull the trigger and the striker fires, there's virtually no follow through. And the reset is extremely light, so it makes it great for rapid follow-up shots. I mean, I could go on and on about the Canik Rival. The only thing I don't like, they only give you 2 mags, and mags are kind of hard to find for Canik products right now at the time of this video. Fortunately, I did find some aftermarket Pro Mag magazines that I know they kind of get a bad rap, but they worked really well for me, and they fed and cycled and did everything they're supposed to do just fine when I used them in competitions.
Clear, hammer down. Holster. Bridge is clear, time, 1949.
1949.
A lot of time Pro Mag is an issue, but we didn't have any problems with the Canik Rival. You get so much customization in this particular handgun to where you can shoot in any division you want. You can swap parts out so you can shoot in production or stock. You can shoot in carry optics. You can shoot, if you want to go extreme and get like a gas pel, you can shoot in open class if you want. They really give you almost everything you need right out of the box to go and shoot competition. Now right now at the time of this video, you can usually find it in stock in places for around $550 or $600. Just give or take where you look. For that price, everything that you get out of the box is incredible. I mean, we literally took it straight out of the box and shot a competition with it without any failures or any issues or anything. But again, if you've ever shot competition before, you would know that you need more than just 2 mags.
Prepare for your next string.
Okay.
904.
904.
My number one pick of a firearm that's budget friendly that you need to try is going to have to be the Tippmann Arms M422. Now, this is another firearm that we did a review on, and surprisingly, I just feel like a lot of people don't really know about it. With Tippmann Arms being a paintball company mostly, people usually don't think of them as making, but they have actually come out with their own line of firearms, and they're chambered in .22 long rifle. So they have a few different models. The reason why you may want to look into getting one of these is because it's actually a very great training tool. The upper and lower is all metal. So if you're familiar with the Smith & Wesson version of their AR-22, you'll know they have like plastic for the upper or lower. But this is an all metal AR-22. This is like an all metal AR chambered in .22. And they do have a couple of proprietary things in there. I think with like the bolt carrier, the trigger, the way it's set up is a little bit proprietary as well. With that being said, it does take most of your AR, as well as the buffer system is a little bit proprietary and different from an AR-15 as well. Most AR-15 triggers will work in this. Check with them first before you buy a trigger just to put in this and make sure it's going to actually work. The trigger out of the box is fine. It's just a standard mil-spec trigger like you get in an AR, same pull. It does take most of your other AR triggers as well. I chose to go with the Micro Elite pistol version. However, they do also offer in a rifle configuration.
Man, I love that. That is awesome.
As well as a competition version of their rifle that does have a few different upgrades and modifications in place already, as well as a spot for a red dot, and you can even find a model version that comes with a red dot already installed. Out of all 5 firearms that I've got on this list, I feel like this is the one that's like probably the most underrated because it's had very few failures. Granted, with .22 long rifle, you are going to have the occasional failure but for the overall majority of my time with it, it's been phenomenal. It's a great training tool. I can't say enough about it. And again, coming in roughly around $550 to $600, it's also very budget friendly as well. So I just can't say enough about it. I really, really do like that. I've probably put, at this point, honestly, probably about 2,000 rounds through it. And I love shooting. I love taking it out. I've got my suppressor on there ready to go. I've got my Sparrow 22 suppressor on there already. It pretty much lives on there. And I just take it out whenever, and people love it. It's great. It's fun to shoot. It's a blast. So,
Worth every penny.
What are your thoughts?
I'd buy it if I had $500.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video today. Remember, if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Do you have any of these? Have you seen anything here on this list that you haven't heard of before? I'd love to hear from you. We will see you next time.